Flash.
As I said that you are unity. You India want certain. One is the dream, big dream. Dream where we can grow, but we can learn to live together. We can learn to respect each other. 2 points. Opinions, worldviews, ideologies, religions, cultures, languages. How do we take it without that? Clean, also clean. The unity also needs a strong determination. That united can lead the world. And that will come from the bottom. And that's why thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, we don't know what time is talking. The Vedic Rishi said, Sangakshatun samvadadun sambo manam siddhantam Deva bhagam yata purve sanjamanam svasam. Let us march together. No one is left out. No one is left behind. If any community, if any segment of society is being excluded, we are not a true believer of realization. It says that let us march together. Walk together. No one is left out. So we have to create a level playing ground where everybody can walk together. We have to create a society when those people who can run faster have to be recognition. And just go back and hold the hand of those who could not walk so fast. That is the transformation, true transformation of society. Otherwise, how we can claim to be the Vedic people, Hindus, or true Indians? When we leave other people behind or aside and then we walk on. Samvadadun, let us create an environment where we can talk freely, we can express ourselves freely, and there should be some ears to listen. We have to learn listening. Only then we can have this moral ground to speak. If you don't listen, you keep on speaking doctor. That comes from the Vedanta. I'm not giving a kind of preaching and sermon. That's very good. And he says, Sambo Manasana. Let our minds unite, our hearts unite, so that we can also learn from what our ancestors did. Their experience and their wisdom should be our guiding life. And finally, let us sit together and create a knowledge which becomes the knowledge for all. That is the democratization of knowledge. Democratization of knowledge is knowledge created by all. Santana. We should learn to know things together. Knowledge by all and knowledge for all. And that knowledge will make you. India lies in a different kind of ethical, moral ecosystem. That has to be clear. And of course, you need technology, you need innovation, you need professionalism, so many other things are needed in learn. Dear friends, we have to begin with two or three stories. First, mine was this. We are talking of compassion today. Let me tell you that I am not a priest or a teacher. While I am talking about compassion, I am talking about transformative action. I am talking about something which can transform you from inside and transform the society as a just society, based on the basic principles of fraternity, brotherhood, equality. Based on foresight, based on problem-solving mindset. That is compassion. Many people think that when we talk of compassion, it's a nice thing. I've asked the gentleman to put this mic with me so that I can come close to you as well. When I'm standing there in the corner, I don't want to keep distance with those who are sitting in this corner as well. Thank you who have put the mic on my collar. So, I'm not talking about any religion. No religion has given birth to compassion. But compassion is the mother of all religions. Compassion has given birth to all religions when our four founders, Buddha, Mahavir, Jesus Christ, Hazrat Muhammad Sahib, Abraham, maybe Guru Nanak Dev. When these people have felt deeply the suffering of other people as their own suffering, with a strong drive to elevate that suffering, their thoughts, their resolve, their way to change the society slowly became a religion. But it became a thought, but the thought was born out of that feeling of suffering of others as your own suffering. And that is compassion. Interestingly, all the religions in the world and all the movement of social transformation, genuine movement of social transformation, social change for justice, also born out of this spark of compassion. May it be Mao, may it be Jayaram, may it be Lenin, may it be Fidel Castro. I don't personally prescribe those things. Their way of struggle and movement, violence, etc. I completely discard it. But in the core, when these people have realized, they have felt that people are facing injustice, people are suffering, ordinary people, poor people, peasants, farmers, they are suffering. Then they were so touched that their touch did not remain in the outer circles. It has gone so deeper that they felt the suffering of others as their own suffering, with a strong drive and action to end that suffering. It looks a little bit awkward, but that is the truth. But let me also share with you that we should not confuse with three things or three responses, different kind of responses we have as good human being or life person to the situation of others when you feel. There is the story of three sisters. They looked alike, very much similar. So one day, one sister was going to school a little early than the rest of the family. And she saw that there was a wounded man lying on the corner of the street on the way to school. She looked at him and said, "Sorry, I feel sorry about you. Forgive me. I'm running late, so I have to go to school." She left. She sat in her class. Then after a minute or two, the second sister passed through that path. She saw the man again. She stopped. She felt the pain very deeply because this man was crying and having to live his life. She started crying. She was quite upset when she went to her school. She sat in the back of the classroom, in the back bench. And she could not put her mind in class. So then both of them saw that the third one is missing. So they were eagerly waiting for her, but she did not turn up. So after a while, when the period was over, they went. They rushed to home so that they can look for her sister. And when they were going back, they found that there was a crowd doing something, and in the middle of that, their sister was standing and doing something. But they have also noticed that this man, wounded man, was sitting in another corner, and he was smiling a little bit. Because there was a bandage on his leg, and he was feeling okay. And these two sisters inquired and found that when the third one was passing, she noticed. She stopped. She took out the pocket money from her pocket and took this man just across the road to a doctor and did some medication from bandage and came back. But this man told to her that I slipped off in a hole in the corner of the street. So then she realized that, oh, because of it. She saw that there was some mud lying in the corner. She put aside her school bag and went to that place and started picking up that mud and pouring in that hole. Others have also watched it. They came together. So maybe 10-15 people started pouring that mud, picking up and pouring that. And by the time these two sisters reached, they found that man was okay and that was living. So I will tell you the names of these three. First one was sympathy. Sympathy is the outermost circle when you express your sorry, and that becomes a kind of courtesy, that becomes a kind of just an expression of your goodness. Say that, I'm sorry about you. And you forget. You go to your work, you can feel sorry. Feel or don't feel, you say. You are taught to say like that, more artificially. That is sympathy. The second sister was empathy. When you feel the suffering of others as your own suffering, you are a nice person. But an empathetic person cannot live like that forever. After a while, he or she will feel frustrated, lost, failed, what we call the empathy fatigue, depressed, because you cannot do those things. You cannot hold the suffering of people and planet and animals, suffering of anything in your mind forever. So she was crying and she could not hold her mind. You understood already that with the third one. Third one was compassion. Feeling the suffering of others as your own suffering and trying to find the solution of that suffering and go to that. Go to the conclusion. That is compassion. Religions have been preaching compassion. But as I said before, that they are not given the guts to compassion. Compassion has birth given to all. But I told the story of three sisters who both have in high school. That begins with the first day of my schooling when I was about 5.5 years old. I was going to my municipal school and saw a boy outside the school gate. My older boy looking at us, whether we can give him some chocolate, some shoe shine, shoe. But all of us, all students, new students were wearing new shoes. No question of giving you chocolate. That has disturbed me. When I reached in my classroom, the first question I asked my teacher, Marsha, who used to call Marsha, sir, why child is sitting outside the school gate and not with the rest of us in the classroom? It was surprised. But then he said, come down. This is your first day, make new friends. Try to convince me that this thing is not uncommon. Poor children have to help their families. When I was coming back, the boy was still sitting along with his father under the open sun. That was July. Damn heat. I went back home and asked my mother and other family members. Their answer was more or less the same. I might have been convinced, but next day I saw the boy another day of it, another day. That made me very, very upset. And one day I gathered all my courage, stopped and asked the boy and his father. First I asked him. The boy was very shy. He hanged his head. His father stood up with folded hands. That was more than 60 years ago. Where this untouchability and the past and all these things, they still prevail. But that time the untouchability was quite good. So when someone like me was asking a question, he had to give respect. He stood with folded hands and said, "Babuji, मैंने कभी ऐसा सोचा नहीं. I never thought about it. Because my grandparents, my parents, and I started such work right from our childhood. My son. I was trying to grasp as a little fighter. Then he said, guys are born to go to school. We are born to go. I started thinking, everybody says the same thing that this is not wrong. But why this is coming? When I came to, I was told from my childhood that one day you have to go to school and you can have dreams. My parents had a dream for me that I should become an engineer, and I did it along. I started feeling later on that this is a matter of complacency, social complacency. It goes on from generation to generation that this is where it is born. So many of these old things which I exploited, not just go on and on and on. What is N.V.R. I started questioning because I started watching children working there and there on the streets, sleeping, working at tea shops, and so on. I learned that the most important thing is to have courage to question. All civilizations in the world grew, developed, when some people started questioning around that. All innovations in the world, all the scientific knowledge and inventions were born out of questioning when scientists started questioning the things. But he or she did not stop the question. It is comparatively easy to have questions. But more important is to find the answers to this question. Solutions inside you. As I said in this small clip, but I always say that God can never be so bigger, Allah can never be so bigger, Ramchandra or whatever Bhagwan is not so bigger, that He has given us a small compassion, a handful of wisdom, knowledge, and hope. We have to explore it, find answers to any problem. I had no answer. Now started. When I started fighting child labor, child slavery, trafficking, it was a non-issue in India and elsewhere in the world. We had an old British law, not one law, but several laws, where there was some mention or some provision against child labor or child exploitation. No domestic cruelty. As my teacher said, as my mother said, at the age of 5, more or less that was the mindset. I followed my heart. I followed my mind. One day I told to my little mother, I am going to give up my faith. Work for such. She started. She was holding my hand and said, "What are you talking about? I sold all my ornaments. My father was a policeman who passed away when I was young. It was also his dream that I should study again. But when I was planning to give up the career, whole family was concerned. My friend said that you have to come back. My mother said that I have this old I learned that you have to go deeper to solve the problem and you have to find out the cause of the problem. There are systemic causes of social problems. Social problems have to be solved going into the deep. Then I realized that India is not well off. Then I realized that the social mindset is just opposite. Then I realized that the caste system is so deep. And I knew the caste system was so deep at the age of 15 when the nation was celebrating Mahatma Gandhi's birth centenary. And I listened to the speeches of leaders those days. They were speaking against indigeneity and caste system and all this. And then I thought that let us organize a feast in the footstep of Mahatma Gandhi's in my congregation. So we invited the high caste leaders, all the leaders, political and other leaders, so that they can come and teach these women the cooking. These Sutras women did not agree. They said that it is not possible. How can you think of these things? Gandhi ji might have think. Gandhi Baba ne to bola, kaun manega? Who will follow it? I said, I am here to follow. But I am sure that leaders will also come. They will come and eat food and that will give a different kind of message, not only to my town, but to the entire country. That this is the way of celebrating Mahatma Gandhi. Today, because of the vote politics has become a fashion, that the politicians sometimes, I'm sorry, I'm saying it, but they go and they bring food from somewhere else, utensils from somewhere else, from big hotels, and we sit and eat in the house of that married person. So it was not the case in 1969 when I was 15 years old. So when we organized this feast, the women cooked the food, lower income. Not a single high caste person, but a great night. So I started eating some kitchen with my 4 different friends. Those who agreed to join this new idea. And I started weeping like a very little child, really. I could not hold my emotions because I could feel the hypocrisy in the society. People talk something different and we have different. Then I felt the motherly touch of an elderly woman, so-called understanding. And she said, get up. I said, I will cry. You need not to cry, you have to celebrate because you have broken this injustice, this age-old practice, evil. Not even imagine that one Brahmin child is sitting with us and eat with us in the same party. Cooked food by students. I was okay. When I went back home, some of the Brahmin priests, my relatives, they assembled at my small home and they were threatening my brothers and my mother that the whole family would be outcast. And my mother was bleeding. They were not really listening. Later on, I told them that this is not their fault, this is my fault. You can punish me. And they announced their punishment that this boy should be taken to river Ganges and he has to pay the forfeit 101 times. He should come back and organize the feast of Brahmins, 101 Brahmins. Wash their feet and drink some drops. What nonsense? 15-year-old boy has said, what nonsense? I am not going to follow this. I am a great believer. Even in my engineering, I completed all major courses of success because I wanted to go deep into my own wisdom and knowledge, which came from the rishis. At that age, I could recite almost 90, not 100 or 95%, 90% of Ramayana. So that was no question, but for me, it was wrong. So I decided I did not do it. I did not do it. And then, as a punishment, I was given a small room in the corner of my house. Very small room, where I can have just one ball. And my mother and my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, used to give me food in that room. They put the food outside, the gate, the door, and the water was poured in a mud pot. And I experienced myself what is this, what is this evil which has been going on for ages. That night was the night of my one idea came to my mind that who are these people to outcast me? I will outcast the entire caste system from my life, and the easiest and effective way to do it to change my service. Because it was the family name, it was a caste name, Sharma. I changed that name the very night and I started writing Satyarthi means the seeker of truth. I never claimed that I found any truth in my life. I am a student, I am seeking truth every day. And I tell you that when I say that I am humbled here, I am seeing the faces of so many people who are transforming society in India in their own ways. With those morals and ethics, using that moral compass which has been given by your father to you. If you leave that moral compass, then the soul will leave this place. The soul is here because of that. But unfortunately, the world is losing moral compass. The world is losing human connect. Our connect has become so superficial. We are taught to be artificial. Our originality being a child, the purity of our heart and mind is evaporating. And our whole environment is making us like that. And then we feel depression. Highly educated young people come and work with me. They study in Harvard, they graduated in Oxford and other places, become as volunteers and sometimes become as staff. And I was quite surprised to notice that these young girls, 25, 26, 30-year-old girls and boys, they had appointments with the counselor, what do you call this, the psychologist, to get some counseling. What counseling? Because they are feeling burnout. They are feeling depressed. There is a huge problem globally, but in India, this is the mother of so many things. This is the mother of love. This is the mother of those values and ethos which taught us to walk together, to live together. We are menacing and that's why we are feeling lonely. Dear friends, the world is facing compounding crisis. There is no one single crisis. Corona was there recently, and then the after effect of Corona is equally serious. Hundreds of millions of people in the world have lost their lives. I am not talking about those numbers. are not numbers. They are fathers, mothers, sons and daughters and mothers of some people who passed away. But those who are still living, who has become confident? We have never seen such increase in child marriages and child trafficking. In India, in my work, for so many years, we have witnessed last week. Only yesterday, 13 children were freed with the help of railway police with the authorities because we are working closely with RPF. Signed an MOU. Day before yesterday or 3 or 4 days ago, some 27 or how many? 17 children were freed. When the train was stopped, the children were being brought from Jharkhand. The youngest was 4 years old. 13, 14, 50-year-old children were being brought from Jharkhand. And Odisha and some other places under the garb of education, under the garb of madrasa, that we are going to take it to madrasa. The local police in Bangalore and the railway police jointly operated with my police here, and we have been able to keep them from. Every day, dozens of children are found at the railway stations or in the trains, many trains, those who are being trafficked for time or child labor or slavery. We have never seen such an increase in another degree, and that is online sexual abuse of children. Our organization, with the help of some other organizations, has done a study. In the first 10 days of first lockdown during COVID-19. And then it was so shocking when we knew that in those 10 days the demand for child sexual abuse, child porn material has doubled in India. I had brought this study before the government, and that time Naidu was vice president, and he was heading a committee related to cyber crimes against children and women. Parliamentary. So I thought before that what is happening? Are we so sick? That is the sickness of our mind that we are looking for the children. And how many children do you think have been pushed into that kind of situation? And what would be their future? Many of them are prone to suicide. They have been suicidal. Many of them end up in child prostitution. Because once they are used for making these nude films and things like that, which is in so much demand, and that is a global problem. That is not a Indian problem, because once something is put on the dark net or any website or something is online, it is online for everyone. It's a cross-border crisis. Now, Russian-Ukrainian situation has evolved. And that has taught us a lot of lessons that how weak is our global governance system. How weak is the United Nations. I'm not shy. Even I'm one of those 70 people who were directly picked up and appointed by the Secretary General to advance the Sustainable Development Goals, along with a number of presidents and prime ministers, Prime Minister Naidu, all of them, the 70 people, and I'm also. But I have no hesitation to say that not a single SDG is on track. During the pandemic, so many problems were exposed and let me also tell you one thing, that a study which has been launched jointly by the head Director General of Higher Education, Director of UNICEF, and Secretary in Command of United Nations, and I was four of us not. And it was such a shocking report about the situation of child labor. That includes slavery, use of children for petty crimes. That also includes child prostitution. When we organized the Global March, which was mentioned in 1998, to demand an international law against this evil, we succeeded. We went across 103 countries on road, except a few flights because there were no roads. That went on for 6 months for 3 corners of the world. But I was very hopeful that one day the world will have to have this law to safeguard the innocence of it. And finally, the law has been passed in the year 2000, so we are 99. And that time the number of child laborers and child slaves was 250 million almost. And that has come down to 150 million, 152 million in size in 16 years by 2016. But in 2016, when we launched Sustainable Development Goals, and I was a part of that team in the building. And I was invited by the Secretary General, then Secretary General, to address the General Assembly. That is very uncommon to invite some non-president or non-head of the state. But they did it because we fought for incorporation of children-related issues in education. So that time the number of child laborers in the world was 150. But this report I was referring to, which was launched in 2020, 4 years before the pandemic, this number has grown to 160 million. It has come down 100 million less in 16 years, but in the first 4 years of this increase, it has gone up. 16 million more children were added in Africa as child slaves or child labor. During those 4 years, the world has gone $10 trillion in children. But during those days, 10,000 African children were pushed into labor and slavery practices and trafficking every day. 10,000 children. All this situation has taught me, as I said before, that if we are not honest to ourselves, if we are not honest to our spouses, our own children, our own parents, if we are not honest to our society, our community, our country, our world, how can we really be honest to those African children who are working at the cost of their education and childhood? I've been working in 140, 150 countries for the last 20 years. One day I was sitting in a place, in a remote village in Africa. This village, they call it Packet, in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast and Ghana are the largest producers of cocoa beans, which is used for chocolate. I know most of you like chocolate. I know that many of you might be buying chocolate on different occasions, gifts, birthdays, parties, and so on and so forth. But when I was sitting with a group of children, 13, 14, 15-year-old boys and girls, They were having wounds and scars and injuries in their legs and hands. Because the cocoa bean plant is like 8-10 feet, and we have to pluck fruit, cocoa fruit, and it has thorns. It's very difficult to pluck it. So just to give some healing for them, I started engaging those girls and boys. And I asked one of those girls that my daughter, how do you love chocolate? How do you like? She said, what is chocolate? She asked another boy and girls, what he is talking about, what is chocolate? Somebody has translated. There was an interpreter. I could not follow it. I thought that she had not followed my neck. I said, chocolate, candy, sweet, tasteful, or a bath. These girls and boys said, to my shock, to my shame, they have never seen what is sweet chocolate. They have tried it. Billions of dollars are run out of chocolate. But these girls and boys have never seen chocolate. They have not seen it. This is the world we are going to do towards it. Nowadays, we all talk of what help to do. It's good. And it's great in fact. But when we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, there is a full mantra, there is a full subhashan, Sanskrit sloka. It says, Ayam Vijaya Paro Veti Ganana Laruchet Sham Udar Charitanam to Vasudhaiva. There is a caveat, there is a condition that those who think and talk and believe and practice must have to overcome. You have to have the first thing. This is mine and that is yours. This religion is mine and that religion is yours. That country is mine and that country is yours. That gender is mine, I am a man and she is a woman. Me and them. This is the mentality, those who believe in Apna Paraya, we can claim that was there to come. And for being was there to come, follower, one has to have Udar Chaitanya. Udar Chaitanya means the purity of your heart, the purity of your thoughts, the simplicity and purity of your behavior and thought. That give you a reason to claim that we believe in was there. So now I have launched a new campaign. Listen to this. When we realize that there is a gulf, not gap, between human beings, between societies, between communities, between countries, we started believing in ourselves and myself, maximum ourselves in our room. We have never seen in the world such kind of situation of hatred. The violence is not meant to fight the wars. The violence is cropping inside each one of us in many ways. Gandhiji always focused on that violence, which is the inner violence, which can be manifested in many ways and can be reflected in many ways, but violence is born inside us first and then manifested in many ways. So that is serious. My children are being pushed into slavery. My children are being trafficked. Our children are being freed with my my friends and the local police. Here, at Bangalore platforms, we have to think. The food crisis in the world, energy crisis in the world, livelihood crisis in the world is growing, and these are certain things which we as a part of humanitarian system are very worried about, and we talk on it, and we are trying to still find some solutions to these upcoming problems. They are still existing, but in the future, next 5 years, they would be able to proceed. The ethics and morality in artificial intelligence is a big challenge. How to keep it? Would it be simply the rule of law, or the cybercrime activities, or the laws, or whether it would be inner consciousness? Jayaram was talking that awareness is. There is just one, two words in one phrase in Vedas. Big Vedas. It says, Kamo Jayaram. Kam means thought. So the world is born out of consciousness. Whatever we see today, we experience today, we touch today, we feel today, it is thought and dream of some 100 years ago, 500 years ago. Somebody was born 100 years ago in this land, and he has a thought. The thought was transferred into dream, and his dream is a reality today, and we are all enjoying it. We should not forget that thought. What was the thought? So I have launched a campaign that is movement called Gokula. I explained what compassion is. Compassion is also biological. When a child comes in the womb of mother, her total biology, but her total attitude towards life and society is slowly changing. And that change occurs because of the compassion inside her is evolving due to that child, because the child is pure compassion. Son or daughter. The relations between mother and child is a relation of compassion. Fathers also compassion. We have kept that compassion in a small circle. Son, daughter, mother, father, brother, sister, some friends. We want to enlarge that. That has to be enlarged. We have globalized everything and we have seen the results. Good results and bad. I am not against globalization. But if you keep on globalizing consumerism, businesses, and economies, and data, and artificial intelligence, and extremist political thoughts, and so many other things, if you keep on globalizing them and lose the track on the core of humanity and the core of connecting humanity is compassion, then the world is not safe. So we have to find ways and how to do it. When I say biological, it's biological also. There has been some controversy about genetic engineering because it changes the gene, shape and the construction of genes. So a lot of so a new branch is born, and that is epigenetics. So epigenetics is not disturbing the gene, but epigenetics is trying to create an environment where the psychosocial influences can create molecules around that genes, and that chemical reaction could be transformed in such a way that you change your behavior. You started thinking, you start thinking negatively or positively, both. But there is a gene. So many genes are there. I'm not a scientist, but I know that there is a gene called OTR. OTR is situated in place of that brain where the love is placed, where the sense of responsibility is placed, in that cortex. And that cortex, all these good characters and the good characteristics of human being are also there. But this OTR gene, which the research is not yet completed, they let us know, not there 1 year or 2 years ago. Some scientists based out of Switzerland and Germany have come out with this the first conclusion that the OTR gene can be not modified, but could be used to create such molecules and such biochemical reactions which can help in enhancing the sense of responsibility and morality and compassion. And they started calling compassion gene. That has that inherent inbuilt power to build compassion inside a person and can transfer to next generation and can also help building better society. I'll take another 2 minutes and then I will sum up. There are some studies. John Hopkins renowned. I hope that one day when I come here, people will also refer in the world that this is known as the hospital because that building is now known as the John Hopkins or known as the Heart Institute. I wanted to come one day here when we will celebrate together another Nobel Laureate on of this campus. So it's a big dream I'm going to give you, a big challenge I'm going to give you. So the John Hopkins did a study with their doctors and patients. So a few doctors who were very kind and good in behavior with the patients, they were given a task. And the study is known as 40 seconds extra or extra voice. So doctors were told to sit with those patients, some of them were almost dying, and chronic cancer patients and so on. And these doctors stand beside them, sometimes touch their hand, touch their head, and say one sentence or two sentences, one sentence 2 times or 2 sentences. One sentence was, don't worry, we are together. I am with you. Very simple. We are together or I am with you. These doctors have to say it 2 times during those 40 seconds. Additional. And I tell you that the results of that study are quite vivid, both on the patients as well as on the doctors. The hospitalization time of those patients has reduced 30 to 40%. Because the healing was very fast only just because of this. Rest of the medication was going on. But in comparison to other patients and other doctors, these patients were recovering not completely treated, but the relaxing healing was fast enough so that they can go back and continue their treatment. The same study was done with the doctors also. The doctors who started learning compassionate behavior in simple terms, they were much more relaxed. The empathy brought some fatigue, but the compassion has brought new energy, new enthusiasm. And interestingly, their relations with their spouses have improved, and that was done by a group of psychologists. There are some studies again in Germany and other Scandinavian countries with the teachers and students, where the teachers use negative terms, very simple study, that no, it's not possible. No, you can't do this. No, this is beyond you. No, it's not possible today. And others who are using the language, yes, you can do it. You will do it. You will do it together. We can help each other. When you share your problems with me and I am sharing my knowledge with you, that relationship we should build up, and if those studies have proven that how it works miraculously. In America, a number of companies, I was 3 days, last week or so, I was in England, and there was the largest congregation of the world's biggest companies. To name that company, they were there, but their procurement chiefs were there. Their sustainability chiefs were there. So some of the top bosses, like vice presidents, were also having sustainability or things. They were there, and I was invited as a local keynote speaker. And I know a few of them, that compassionate leadership and management in business have helped productivity, have helped in building different kinds of relations in the boardrooms, in the C room. It has also been noticed that 30 to 40% retention rate of their employees has increased due to the compassionate behavior of their bosses. Their immediate bosses, but it begins with the top bosses. That eventually happens. The authenticity has increased. The trustworthiness has increased. People started believing them and trusting them, and their directions and their guidance have resulted into productivity of those companies. So why not we think of globalizing compassion? The world has globalized everything. Market, economy, data. We respect it. But India is the land where we should start globalizing compassion. Let us globalize compassion. Everything is globalized, let us globalize compassion. We can create circles of compassion in your hospital. We can create the circles of compassion in your colleges and universities. Because some of the students, some of the teachers, some of you who are willing to take it forward through further studies and further actions. Seetharam was telling about how much work has been done by all of you, or many of you during the COVID. That I have read and heard, Jayaram even before, that how your hospital has served so many needy people those days, especially during the second wave of COVID-19. That was the toughest phase. And I don't know how you were able to manage, but you managed it so well. I would like to congratulate you for that. That was your main contribution to India, not just for Bangkok. Similarly, you have mentioned that 500 of your students go to villages and do some voluntary work. I congratulate each one of those students or teachers who used to do some voluntary work for the betterment of society from your institution. These are certain things we should do, and I hope that we can carry this forward. When I was receiving my Nobel Prize, being the first Indian born receiving the Peace Prize, I was overwhelmed about my country, my people, my temples, my mosques, my churches, my gurdwaras, my saints from all religions, Gandhi, Buddha, all. So I lost my written notes. So when I was standing, never happened that any of the laureates has ever left. May it be Nelson Mandela, may it be Martin Luther King. None of them have ever lost their papers. They were carrying the papers and reading of the papers. I lost. So the whole hall filled with all and the Muslim. And there was a billion people in the world to watch that. The ceremony of Nobel Peace Prize acceptance speech. So everybody was nervous, including the King, Queen, Prime Minister of North America. But I was smiling on the dial. And a story came to my mind. There was a heavy fire broken out in jungle. All animals and birds were rushing for a better, safer place, including King Lion. And Lion noticed there was a tiny hummingbird flying straight towards the fire. He shouted, "What are you doing committing suicide?" She said, "No, sir. I was born to grow up in this jungle. I am going to distinguish this fire." More surprisingly asked, "How come you are such a tiny bird?" The bird answered, "Sir, look at my beak. I am carrying a drop of water." She said, "I am doing my bit." She said, I said, "I don't have paper, but I have something about me, and this is my story." But I told them, and I am telling you, dear friends, each one of you has a hummingbird inside you. Whenever you feel to do something for your nation, for your humanity, for your family, for your community, for your city, each time when one wants to do something for others, as Ramaiah said, how many decades or more ago, and didn't do that. When you do for others, that will not be lost in the brain. I am here to awaken that hummingbird inside. Don't suppress it when you want to do something that is inner form. Don't suppress that inner form. You're all born with that hummingbird, and that hummingbird is the compassion, which calls for action. Don't wait. Don't be guided by your mind that time. Make your decision. If it is right, and it comes from your inner conscience, it is the ultimate truth, because it is the call of belief. So I am here to call upon you to join this movement. I am not a politician. I am not going to build a temple or a mosque or a church. And I am not, nobody can think of receiving another Nobel Prize. I am here only to see that how many hummingbirds are taken today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Let us begin now and let us march. Let us march. Let us march from untruth to truth, which I explained. Let us march from mortality to dignity. My dear friends, young friends especially, let us march from ignorance to ultimate knowledge, which makes us a great human being and our world